correct, Ash.
We're at the law offices. That was a close one, huh, Mia? Really? Too bad. I'm sorry I missed it. Maya. So what happened? Well, I think I've got a pretty good idea who did it. Now all I need is a motive and proof. Wow, good going, Nick. Under the initial trial system, though... Wait. Under the initial trial system, tomorrow is the last day we have. Initial trial? What's that? That's the new court system they introduced 2 or 3 years ago. They had so many cases in the system, they decided to speed the whole process up. So under that system, trials have to end in 3 days? Yeah, pretty much. Well, we've no time to waste. Steel Samurai. I don't get it, Maya. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the Steel Samurai costume? What? You mean Mr. Hammer was wearing the costume? Yeah. But Mr. Hammer was the victim, Nick. Why would he go through the trouble of stealing it? That's what we have to find out. Director's alibi. Been looking for a couple months. Even Amazon didn't have it. Did you end up finding it from like a smoke shop kind of thing? Wait, what? The people in power can just change the rules to benefit them? Shocking, right? What happened with the director's testimony? Well, it's pretty clear that the producer and the director were both in the trailer. Huh. Which means that the killer has to be one of them. Really? Why? Because the real scene of the crime was Studio 2, where that trailer is. What? Was Maya always this excitable? I mean, to be fair, she wasn't there for any of that, so... Well, have you noticed anything that might help us? I can't see what's going on when Mia's here. So no, I haven't noticed anything. Right. Maybe we should go talk to WP? WP, Powers, right. Okay. 18mm male. Oh, interesting. Yeah, whenever we need stuff for our rig, I usually get it from like 420 Science. Okay, let's go back to the studio. Oh good, old bag. The old windbag sure is quiet today. You know, this place is really peaceful like this. Nick? I think her guard's down. Yeah? I bet we could even eat those donuts in the guard station if we wanted. You eat, you die. Woo! She's alive. She wasn't saying anything. Producer Vasquez. I was wondering about Dee Vasquez, the producer. Oh, the studio bigwigs love her, so she always gets her way. She seems bitter. Do you not like the producer? Look, the studio people don't want me talking about her, so sorry. Red flags. Director Manila. Would talking to Will help with possible motive? Wait, who's Will? Can I ask you about Sal Manila, the director? Sal, he's soft, a pushover, does whatever Vasquez tells him to. She treats him like dirt, but I think he likes it. Huh? Why would anyone like being treated like dirt? That doesn't make any sense, does it, Nick? No, it doesn't, Maya. Look, we don't need to kink shame people. Was the one in jail, right? Yes.
For helpful guidance, it looks like the employee area is the next area.
Okay, I'm not there yet. Don't tell Maya about kinks. Why? Okay, about Mr. Hammer. Arg, I heard about what you said today. Cheeky whippersnapper. Poor old Hammer, you drag his star down from the sky and stomp on it, calling him a criminal, a thief. I won't forget this. Uh-oh, she's really pissed this time. You listen to me, whippersnapper. My poor old Hammer would never do such a thing. Why would he steal Power's costume so he could sneak by me? He would never stoop so low. It's impossible. I guess they're not filming today either. I did want to see them filming just one time. This trial will be over and done by tomorrow. You can come see them film later. Oops, I didn't mean to press that. I guess. This is where you found that bottle of sleeping pills, right? Uh-huh. I wonder if there's any other clues lying around. Yar! No, 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 touch it. Eek! Gumshoe, get the fuck out of here. How are you still employed? Oh, sorry, pal. Didn't mean to frighten you. Didn't mean? I almost had a heart attack. Yeah, I guess I can be a little dramatique at times. Okay. I suppose it's the actor in me. Yeah. Anyway, I'm here to examine the plate on that table. Wait, are you looking for sleeping pills? Yeah, pal. Traces thereof. The plate. So you're looking for traces of the sleeping pills. How? For thorough examination, I gotta take the plate back to the precinct. But I have the capabilities to make a cursory examination right here. Our science guy gave me some testing solution. This reacts to these sleeping pills, see? If there's traces, it'll change color. Wow, neat. Well, Detective Gumshoe, what are you waiting for? Now, everything in due time, pal. He's literally waiting for us to leave. Sneak by you, maybe to avoid your crazy, right? She was obsessed with him. Like, that would check out, honestly. Oh. Okay. Going to the desk. Love it. Well, the testing solution on the plate changed color all right. As anticipated. So the food on this plate had been laced with sleeping pills. Looks like it. Steak plate added to the court record. How goes your investigation? To tell the truth, it's a real mess, pal. Some people think we should pursue the case we already have against Powers, and some people think we should switch suspects. What do you think, Detective? Well, pal, I hate to admit it, but I'm not sure I buy the case against Mr. Powers anymore. I feel kind of bad for Mr. Edgeworth, though. How's Edgeworth doing anyway? Mr. Edgeworth is out of control. He was in the waiting room and he crushed to this paper cup with hot coffee in it. What? Talk about burns, pal. Wow. The fury of Edgeworth. Crushing paper cups. Cups, bottles. Say, whatever happened with that empty bottle? Oh, the bottle of sleeping pills? Well, I got some good news for you about that. They found the victim Jackhammer's prints on the bottle. So that means... Yup, sounds like the one who put Powers to sleep was none other than the victim! So I was right. Sleeping pill bottle added to the court record. Found on a table in the employee area, bears Jackhammer's fingerprints. Oh yeah!
Bears prints or jackhammers?
I don't think we need to go back in the dressing room. Okay, no, we don't need to be in here. Let's go back to the main gate. Think back, Nick, to the day of the murder. Mr. Hammer put on the Steel Samurai costume. Then he left from here to go to Studio 2? Right. But why? I wonder if someone called him. Like the director or the producer? Let's go see. There's a big question that I don't think anyone has asked yet. If Jackhammer was wearing the other guy's costume, was he the intended victim? I mean, that's a good question. It could have been the other guy that they were trying to kill. Oh, here she is. She's out here ready. Hey, Nick, it's Miss Vasquez. Hello? Hello? How do you just not respond to people? Maya, you should at least try to be polite. I'm watching the clouds. That's all she had to say, apparently. Excuse me. Mr. Hammer came here on the day of the murder, and... Shh. Perhaps you didn't hear me. I'm watching the clouds. I'm not interested in talking to you. Do something, Nick. She's really ticking me off. Oh, dear. Mr. Powers wasn't the killer. You don't have to cancel the Steel Samurai. I think I'm tired of the Steel Samurai. You did it. Nick, she did it. She's the killer. My Fae blood speaks to me. I know it. I know it. Oh dear. Director Manila. I was wondering if you could tell me about Mr. Manila. If you must talk about that man, perhaps you could talk about it in the trailer by yourselves. Oh dear. Okay. Can you go to the detention center?
Yes.
I guess so. I haven't tried to go there in a bit. Mr. Wright, you did very well again today. Thank you. Oh, thanks. Could you not look like you're about to burst into tears? Wow, Nick, you must have really wowed him in there. And could you wipe that grin off your face? Hey, WP, only 1 day left. See, I keep forgetting his name is Will because they call him WP. Let's make it count. Jabba, hi! How are you? Great to see you. How's our favorite pixie doing? Alright, he says yes, though there's not really anything I can do to help. Ha ha ha, I'm not really sure what I can do either. Please, this is no laughing matter. Okay, there's some stuff we can ask him about. Could you tell me more about Miss Vasquez? Oh, the producer? She's well respected in the industry. They say she's a genius. A genius? She's been at Global Studios for 5 years now. Right or wrong, nobody dares tell her different these days. Why is that? Ever since she came on board, we've had nothing but hits. Global Studios was on its knees, but she picked it up and made it shine. Oh, and what? Nothing. Forget it. I've only heard rumors anyhow. Ah, you better elaborate. Can you tell me anything about Mr. Manila? Oh, he used to be a minor straight-to-video director, but something in his work caught Vasquez's eye. She brought the Steel Samurai idea to him. Now everyone knows the name Salmonella. I hear he's pretty much at her beck and call, though. Whenever she says jump, he asks how high and all that, so she probably told him to murder him and he did it, yeah? I can imagine him being at her beck and call, though I can't imagine him jumping. Ever, right? Pixie's sleeping on my wife's lap, super cute. Oh my god. Cute on cute, I love it. Pixie really needs all the kisses. Please tell me she gets all the kisses. She gets all the kisses and cuddles. Oh, sweet baby. We love to hear it. Was wondering about Mr. Hammer. He was a big star back in the day, right? Well, then he just dropped off the face of the earth. Oh, yes, you're right. In fact, he was my role model when I started in this business, but he just stopped taking on big roles. That's when he began appearing in little productions at Global. How could he do that? I was really looking forward to a sequel to Samurai Summer. He just gave up being a star 5 years ago. Actually, now that I think about it, that was right when Miss Vasquez came to Global. Yeah, she has a motive. She didn't like him. 5 years ago. Okay, this was helpful. Back to the studio. Still nothing here, though.
Maybe you can present something to the director lady, I guess.
Here's Penny. Okay. I was like, let me just try going back here after having gone there. Okay. Oh, hello. What are you doing here? Oh, I was just cleaning up the dressing room. Bitch, you say you're cleaning a lot, and yet nothing gets cleaned. I guess WP won't be using it anymore, so... No. I guess WP won't be using it anymore. Oh my god, wow. What? Why? But WP's innocent. Yes, and I'm really grateful for all you've done, but this week is the last episode of The Steel Samurai. What? No! I was wondering if I could ask you about Mr. Hammer. Yes? On the day of the murder, he went to Studio 2. Huh, I thought he went to Studio 1? He stole the Steel Samurai costume too. What? Why would Mr. Hammer do something like that? Oh. I guess the rumor must be true then. The rumor? Yeah, Miss Vasquez, that producer, had some kind of hold on Hammer. She had some dirt on him. He'd do anything she said, apparently. Some dirt? What dirt? Dirt. You know, bad stuff. I know what dirt means. About 5 years ago, they were filming a movie starring Mr. Hammer. They were using the new studio, Studio 2. Some sort of accident happened during filming. After that, they never used Studio 2 again. Does this have to do with the incinerator, perhaps? They left the film set the way it was, too. The film set? Was that trailer part of the film set then? Last episode. What do you mean, Last Steel Samurai? I know it's a shock, but nothing can be done to save it now. Whoever really did kill Mr. Hammer also signed the Steel Samurai's death warrant. No. Also, I hear that Global Studios is going to change its programming. They're not going to make kids' shows anymore. What? Why? I don't know. It's sad, but that's what Global Studios decided. Why aren't they going to make kids' shows anymore? A good sleep. The studio bigwigs don't want the Steel Samurai around anymore. They want to forget all this ever happened. They want it quiet, you understand? How can they just do that? What about all the kids who love the Steel Samurai? It's okay. I'm sure the kids will be fine. They'll find a new hero to follow. No, that can't be true. If the program just ends, they'll be heartbroken for sure. Nick, say something. Yeah. I think evidence rather than words is called for here. Here, take a look at this. Oh no. I don't know what we were talking about because the chat.
Present path to glory.
Oh. Take that. And this is... A fan collected all of these photographs. The kids love the Steel Samurai. The show shouldn't be canceled just so some adults can save face. I would think you would understand that better than anyone. You're right. Okay, but what can I do? Well, for starters, you can tell me something. Tell me what it is that Global Studios is so intent on hiding. Tell me about this accident 5 years ago. Okay. Could you tell us what happened 5 years ago? Well, I can tell you what I've heard. Apparently 5 years ago, someone died, and it was Hammer's fault. Someone died? It was an accident, of course. Anyway, the producer, Miss Vasquez, managed to hush it up. And that's the dirt she had on Mr. Hammer? And that's why Mr. Hammer would do anything Miss Vasquez asked him to do? But it was an accident, right? Why didn't they just make it public? Well, you know, Mr. Hammer was a big star back then. They were afraid about what would happen to his career if word got out. I see. You know who knows more about this? Miss Oldbag. She was here at the studios back then, you know? Thanks, we'll try asking her. If she'll talk. I mean, 5 years ago wasn't that long ago, but... Oh, no. Okay, let's go talk to her. Oh, yep, cutscene. What, you're still slinking around? If you like the place so much, why don't you take over for me? The old windbag doesn't look so good. Everybody's doing their darndest to forget Hammer. Who do they think made Global Studios what it is today? Hammer! It's all due to Hammer. She's starting to froth at the mouth, Nick. Maybe we should keep a safe distance. Okay. 5 years ago. I wanted to ask you about 5 years ago. Who told? Who did you hear that from? Huh? Nichols. Nichols? Nichols, Nick. Penny Nichols, that assistant we talked to. Her name is Penny Nichols? Oh my god. Alright. Anyway, we heard about the accident. It was during filming with Jack Hammer. He killed a man, didn't he? Whippersnappers, dredging up dirt on someone's past like that, and the recently departed no less. I suppose you think this is fun? No, I'm just doing my job to protect Mr. Powers. And you claim that Hammer stole Powers' costume. You expect me to believe that rubbish? Or do you have some kind of proof? Proof that Hammer stole Powers' costume? We got proof.
We want to go to the shop.
Present that. Here's my proof. What's a little empty pill bottle supposed to prove? It's a bottle of sleeping pills with Mr. Hammer's fingerprints on it. What does that prove? I'm sure old Hammer had some sleepless nights. Where's your proof that he used those pills on Power? Well. Here's this. Mr. Powers ate a T-bone steak for lunch, correct? Well, yes. So, this is the plate that he used to eat that steak. There are traces of sleeping pill powder on the plate. I see. Poor Hammer. You did wrong, Hammer. Rest your soul. Miss Oldbag. Okay, you win. I'll talk. I'm tired, see? Tired of holding it all in. Miss Oldbag, you're right. 5 years ago, there was an accident. A fatal accident. What's worse, a paparazzi took a photo of it. That photo, well, it caused quite a stir. And guess who made it all better? Vasquez. She has ties to the mafia. She silenced that paparazzi. That was the beginning. After that, she became a force to be reckoned with here at the studio. I see. But you have to understand, poor old Hammer never meant any harm to anyone. Miss Oldbag. Hold on a minute. Poor Miss Oldbag. Here, take this. A photograph? Wait a second. This is the picture. Is this the trailer in Studio 2? Hammer was supposed to fight with a bad guy on top of those stairs there. He pushed the other actor and the man fell onto the flower box fence. But how did you get this? It was a long time ago. I don't feel much like talking about it. I understand. 5-year-old photo added to the court record. Shows an accident involving Jack Hammer. But what does that have to do with anything?
Go back to Studio 2 and present the photo.
Ah. Okay. Paparazzo. Is that what one is called?
Let's load up.
Oh. There was an ad going and I didn't know.
God damn it.
Well, sorry, friends. Paparazzi's plural. I didn't realize. Okay. She's not even looking. Where? What? Where did you get that? Old bag. Old? She means the security lady, Miss Oldbag, Nick. Why is he so bad at names? He's even worse than me. Right, anyway, Miss Vasquez, you hid this incident from the press, didn't you? And you used it to control Mr. Hammer. The wind. It's gotten stronger, don't you think? The wind? Your conversation interests me. Let's talk about it more inside the trailer. Nick, she went inside the trailer. Then we go on in the trailer. Really, we don't know what's in the pipe. For real, it seems opium-ish. You came. Well then, what was that you were talking about? Why is she so eager to talk all of a sudden? Miss Vasquez, you were using that accident. You were blackmailing Mr. Hammer so you could control him, weren't you? That's why he was doing kids shows for petty change. So I'm a blackmailer now? Well, that's what it was, wasn't it? I mean, sure, it was an accident, but you used it to drag Mr. Hammer down from his rightful place as a star. Oh? I haven't pulled anyone down from anywhere. Mr. Hammer's career went sour of its own accord. But you were the cause. You pressured him, and to think it was just an accident? Excuse me, what is this all about? You keep saying accident, accident. How are you so sure? What do you mean? Must I spell everything out for you? Think, what would it be if it wasn't an accident? On purpose? No. No way. You mean Mr. Hammer did it on purpose? That is what I mean. Where's your proof? Can you prove it?
We got the entire
Just think. Would he have let me run his life for 5 years over a mere accident? And I ran him hard, believe you me. But the security lady said it was an accident. Oh, well, she was a big fan of hammers, you see. She jumped on the reporter who brought that photo into the studio. She wrenched it out of his hands, she did. Gave him a few bruises, too. So that's why she had the photo. She's an old fool. Of course, all the reporter would need is the negatives. He could have made a copy, but he didn't. The only copy of that photo is the one you hold. Give it to me, now. What? This is valuable evidence. Boys? Where are these boys just coming from? She said boys and these 4 fucking men just come out of nowhere? Where'd they come from? Oh shit! Oh fuck!
Oh shit!
Who are they? Yakuza indeed!
I guess I should
Professionals. They're good at erasing various things. Shit! They said Control Alt Delete and
Okay,
task
so
your life.
navigate all of this.
What do you think? Would you like to be erased? What?
Go back.
The trial ends tomorrow? How unfortunate. It's a shame you'll have to miss it. Yeah, no, these guys ain't killing me. Tell me why.
That doesn't.
Why do you want this photograph so badly? This is Mr. Hammer's dirt, no? Why should D. Vasquez care about it at all?
Okay.
I'm sure you'll have plenty of time to think about that where you're going. So long, friends. Boys, erase away. No. Hold it right there. Oh, it's Gumshoe. That's why she wanted to go inside. She didn't want the fucking cops lurking around. I heard everything, pal. D. Vasquez, you're coming down to the precinct with me. Now. He's vaguely competent, right? Who knew? Humph. Not bad. Very well. It appears this contest will be decided tomorrow then, in court. I'll be looking forward to it. Hey, you okay, pal? Sorry, I was a little late with my entrance. I don't get many chances to practice that sort of thing. Detective Gumshoe, thank you. I was really scared. Huh? Don't mention it, pal. Just doing my job. Detective Gumshoe? Sorry, it's just... I've wanted to say that line ever since I became a detective. Okay, I've got one more job to do today. I'm sure we'll run into each other again soon. Well, Nick, it looks like we're getting close to the bottom of this. And who's at the bottom? D. Vasquez. To be continued! Oh my god.
This is the last part of this correct case.
Do you want to take a break before it?
If you want to.
Okay. Okay. Let's do this day of court. Court is in session. Prosecution is ready. Defense is ready. Today will be the final day of the trial. I hope both the prosecution and the defense will be able to present decisive evidence. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement. In yesterday's session, the defense presented us with a new theory for this case. He claims that the scene of the crime was, in fact, Studio 2. Today, I will call on people present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. From their testimonies, the truth will become clear. My blanket is not right. Hold on. With a new command objection. Yeah. Studio 1 was certainly lacking blood. I mean, neither of them had blood. At least that we saw. But something was in the incinerator. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. From their testimonies, the truth will become clear. Very well. Edgeworth seems a bit on edge today. Oops. I'll bump it. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution calls Miss D. Vasquez to the stand. Miss D. Vasquez is a producer who was present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. Smoking her pipe, of course. Will the witness state her name and occupation? V. Vasquez, I'm a producer for Global Studios. On the day of the murder, you're in the trailer in Studio 2. As everyone here knows, yes? Question mark? I dislike needless banter. If you must pontificate, do it when I'm not here. Very well, Miss Vasquez. Please give the court your testimony concerning the day of the murder. Nick, I know she did it. Make her pay. No cameras in court, but we can smoke and have weapons, right? That's what I'm saying. He got mad at the kid's camera and not his sword. I mean, we can't have anything consistent. Right. If she's guilty, I'll catch her with her pants down, so to speak. Okay. You could just say, like, red-handed or something. Like, that has to do with murder, maybe. I entered the trailer, a little before noon. The meeting began at 12 sharp. It ended at 4. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. We found Hammer's body later when we all went to Studio 1. That's all. I have a question about one part of your testimony. You were fatigued, so you had Sal take you? The van. They took the van so they could move the fucking body! He's in the samurai costume in that picture. I was trying to tell, but I couldn't tell. Yeah, the body was in the van. It was in the fucking van. There's a van at Studio 2. Yeah, we know. That's how you transported the motherfucking body. I had him take me in that. Because you had to place. You had to move it. You had to move it. Thought it might be risky to walk. Oh. What with whatever was happening. I don't know what she said because I fucking got excited and pressed over it. Manila used this van to drive Vasquez to Studio 1 after the meeting in the trailer. I see. Oh, because the monkey head fell. Okay, thank you. Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Oh, the final battle. Okay. All right, we got this. We got this. The day of the murder. I entered the trailer a little before noon. Hold it! By yourself? Yes. And you didn't stop in at the employee area? No. Are you always this terse? Yes. Oh dear. The meeting began at 12 o'clock sharp. It ended at 4. Hold it. Did no one leave during the meeting? No one. Come on, let's talk a bit more about that. Objection! The witness did not come here to engage in idle conversation. Yeah, she's made that abundantly clear. Stop interrupting the testimony. The same could be said to you, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh-ho! Take that, edgy boy. And please stop banging on your little desk. It hurts my ears. Umph. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. And when exactly was that? I've forgotten. Maybe you could try remembering? No. The meeting ended at 4 and the rehearsal was scheduled for 5. I would think it was between those times. You would think? Come on, all you did was state the obvious, Edgeworth. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. Hold on. You had Sal take you? What does that mean? It means what I just said. I had Sal take me in the Studio 2 van. Oh, right. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. And what were you doing during that time? Don't hit your desk. It irritates me. Yeah, Mr. Wright. Oops. I literally just did it to tell him not to do it. Okay. It was a 15-minute break. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. Hold it. Do you have someone who can verify this? Sal? No, I mean someone else. One person is enough. If she committed murder during that break, she wouldn't have had time to eat a T-bone steak. If I had some evidence that proves she didn't eat that steak. Well, Nick, find anything? I kind of wish she'd said a little more. It's hard. I think she's pretty used to being the boss, but I'm sure you'll find some kind of contradiction in what she said somewhere. Oh, I'm glad that the health bar isn't for like the entire case. It was just for like that day of court.
So the health bar resets between days. So if
Okay.
you really mess up on a day, and then even if you do mess up on a day and lose all your health,
it takes you back to the save.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me know.
The van. Plate with the sleeping pill. The sleeping pill. When would I present this, I wonder? I've already pressed everything that she has said.
You need help.
I don't know.
I think you have to present evidence on that one.
On this one?
Yes.
Yeah, he was saying if I could prove that she didn't eat her steak. But I don't know. I don't know how we could prove that she didn't eat her steak, though.
You need to present.
Again? With a trace of sleeping pill?
Yes, because that would show that
No. Not for this. On the table in front of the trailer. That one was from the employee area. Yeah, I'm confused.
Did you present any evidence against her yet?
No. How? This isn't her plate. Found in the employee area. On it are traces of sleeping pills and a large bone.
Just try it.
Fucking God. Well, that makes no sense. Ha, as I thought. You claim you ate a T-bone steak, but I say you did not. What? What's this now, Mr. Wright? Look at this. It's a plate. This plate was on the table in the employee area. As you can see, a large bone has been left behind.
What? That's bullshit.
Mr. Wright, need I remind you it was a T-bone steak?
That was a completely...
Exactly my point. Remember, if you will, Miss Vasquez and Mr. Manila ate at a table outside the trailer. There were no bones! Yet there were no bones left on the plates. The plates were bare. I guess it was a no bones day. Miss Vasquez, tell me, how can a person eat a T-bone steak and not leave the bone? I think I know how. Didn't eat the fucking steak. You didn't eat any steak during that break. You took your steak and threw it somewhere like that incinerator. She's only speaking in punctuation right now. I see. Then what was Miss Vasquez doing during her break? Isn't it obvious, Your Honor? Beating the steel samurai. Order! Are you saying? Yes, Your Honor. As Miss Vasquez left the trailer to eat her steak, she ran into the steel samurai. And then you did it. You killed him with your own hands. Order, order. Mr. Wright, isn't that a little presumptuous? Objection! What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? Let him claim what he wants. You say I did it? Yes. Fascinating. And here I was worrying that today would be as boring as all the rest. Very well. Let us have a battle of wits, you and I. Any day, Vasquez. Good luck, Nick. Let's see. What was that murder weapon again? Oh yes, the samurai spear. Yes. I am, as you can see, a woman of petite stature. How could I possibly use that heavy spear as a weapon? I think you could. It's not impossible. Objection! Well, maybe it's not impossible, but silence. I'm speaking. Deal. The victim was stabbed through the chest from the front, yes? I believe this would indicate that the victim was aware of the killer's presence. Now, the steel samurai costume is quite light and mobile. Compared to the victim, I am weaker and slower. I couldn't possibly win such a fight. Not to mention, there's proof I did not have the spear. The photograph of the steel samurai shows that the victim himself was holding it. Maybe you could have taken it from him. Or do you mean to suggest that I could have wrested it away from him? Maybe he, like, set it down. I don't fucking know. Yeah, take that, right? If you still think she did it, show us proof. Hey, Nick. Look at the data we have on that samurai spear in the court record. Isn't there something in there that gets to you? Something odd about the samurai spear? Yeah, that it's taped together? Wait. Something the matter, Mr. Wright? Sorry, Your Honor. I'd like to take back my previous claim. Very well, I won't hold you to your claim. But I'm afraid I will have to penalize you. Wait, what?
Wait.
About what? I'm taking back my claim. Backtrack for a moment. I want to consider whether the witness could have used the samurai spear. Oh, when I said that she could use it?
Yeah.
Well, it was broken, so maybe she just had the spearhead. However, that has no bearing on this case. Meaning, the samurai spear was not the murder weapon. What?
What?
That's how she said it. What is the meaning of this? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body. I have proof, Your Honor. I can prove that the samurai spear was not used as the murder weapon. I mean, it couldn't be this. Well, it could be this. She knew that you could die like this. I think it's this.
That was only for one healing. Shit.
Or is it the spear?
Okay, there was.
We'll try the spear. I present my proof, the so-called murder weapon. But that is the murder weapon. Not so fast. Remember that the spear broke during the morning action scene run-through. But someone fixed the spear. It was the security lady. She fixed it with duct tape. Now tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man who was wearing a thick costume with this, through the chest? Order, order. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? Think about what you're... Silence! I'm the one testifying here, and I will be heard. Okay. Are you quite sane? Are you even aware of what you're saying? If the samurai spear was not the murder weapon, then pray tell what was. Obviously the fucking fence. How was Hammer killed? Well, Mr. Wright, can you tell us what weapon was used to kill Mr. Hammer? I can tell you. Would I make a claim like that if I couldn't tell you what the weapon was? I'm afraid your confidence can sometimes be unfounded, Mr. Wright. Very well. Let's see this murder weapon then. Okay. Now we present the pic. That shows that it could be the fence. Look at this photo. What is this? Why, that's Jack Hammer standing at the top of the stairs. Order, order. If I cannot have order, this trial will be suspended. Mr. Wright, what is this all about? This photograph is from 5 years ago. There was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. This is a photo of that very accident. Not a word of this was leaked to the outside. It was a close-kept secret at the studios. What does this have to do with the current case? Mr. Edgeworth, you still can't see it. See the fallen man in this photo? See how the fence post pierced him through the chest? What? I leaned forward when he did, oh my god. Are you saying? Yes. What happened 5 years ago repeated itself. Has happened again! Oh damn! Is what her face just said. Mr. Wright, continue. It's 2:30 p.m. on the day of the murder. Miss D. Vasquez meets Jack Hammer outside the Studio 2 trailer. Then she did it. She pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs onto the fence. Like she knew would kill a person. Never replaced the fence. Just like Mr. Hammer had himself done 5 years ago. Though whether she did it on purpose or by accident, I cannot say. She's sweating. Bunsworth. Oh my god, I love it. I love it. In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, he died in the same way that he caused another man to die. 5 years ago. Precisely. Ironic, isn't it? Ho ho, very creative, Mr. Wright. I could use a man like you on my script writing stuff. You deny that what I say is true. Mr. Wright, let's say for the sake of argument that Hammer died at the trailer, as you say. Yet the body was found at Studio 1, was it not? Yeah, because you moved it in the van, bitch! And in the evil magistrate's costume, no less. Are you then claiming that I carried the body to Studio 1 and returned to the trailer all in the space of a 15-minute break? How could I have disposed of the body? The break in the meeting at the trailer lasted 15 minutes from 2:30 to 2:45. Could Jack Hammer have been pushed off the stairs to his death, then carried to Studio 1 and placed inside his costume? There wasn't enough time. Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, how could she have dealt with the body? She had another way. What if she had another way to carry the body other than with her own hands? For instance, the van you took! Actually, for that matter, there was no need for her to do the deed in 15 minutes. And there was a way for you to carry that body. She freaking out. Interesting, let's hear it then.
It wasn't even a battle.
Mr. Wright, please show us how she carried the body. The van! Take that, take that, take that, take that! Miss Vasquez, you carried the body to Studio 1. And you used the studio van to do it! Oh, damn! Recall your testimony. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. There was a van there, right? I had Sal drive me. You used the van to carry the body to Studio 1! Then before everyone else got there, you put the body into the magistrate costume. Oh damn! Objection! Hold on, right? Don't forget it was Salmonella that drove the van. Are you suggesting that Mr. Manella was a conspirator? She may have just driven herself. I mean, he said they ate T-bone steaks. And they clearly didn't. So I think he was a conspirator. I think he was. Of course, Salmonella has to have been a conspirator. The body had to be placed in the van and put into the costume. There's no way Miss Vasquez could have done that alone. Yeah, no, there's... Also, don't forget that they had to dispose of the steel samurai costume. The incinerator. They had to because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood. They probably burned it in that small incinerator. Well, Miss Vasquez, shall I continue? No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. Humph. I lose. You win. It was fun. I win? We're all just saying ellipses right now. Everyone. So what happens next? Don't question mark me. Don't you have anything to say? What would you like me to say? Huh? I lost? Something like that? I just said that. Wait, so you mean D. Vasquez? So it was you. You killed Jack Hammer. Oh, we ellipsian again. Who can say? Huh? Are you sure I did? Mr. Wright, we just engaged in a battle of wits. And the result of that battle, you proved the possibility that I murdered Hammer. Right. But that is only a possibility. Proof is another thing altogether. You lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright. What? Oh my god. What? Order. Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Of course, it's as the witness says. Certainly, it does seem very likely she did it, but there's no proof.
Okay.
Edgeworth isn't sure. Well, I came here as a witness today. If you've no more questions, I'll be leaving. Urk, what do I do now? I think we're gonna need her to testify again. I keep getting my rug messed up down here.
Yeah.
Let's try it.
This area is probably
Exclamation point.
yeah.
I'd like you to testify again. Testify again? Know when to give up, Mr. Wright. Think about it. Even if I were to testify again, what's the point? I can only say what I said before. The truth. I've already said all there is to say. What would happen if I said it again? You'd ask the same questions, get the same answers. A waste of time. To come so far only to fail. SMH. As it seems there are no further questions, I would like to end the cross-examination of the witness, Miss Vasquez. Objection! Coming from Edgeworth. Yes, Mr. Edgeworth. Was hoping to come up with a question while I was objecting, Your Honor. I didn't. I see. Very well. Objection! Your Honor. I request that the witness testify again. You're the prosecutor, are you not? Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness. I just want to hear your testimony again. Does this make any sense to you, Your Honor? I don't see that we have anything to gain by repeating the last several minutes. Mr. Edgeworth, I too see little point in making Miss Vasquez repeat herself. What exactly did you want her to testify about? Well, yes, indeed. Verily, I say, ergo. Want to hear about what happened after they found the body. After they found the body? Very well. The witness will testify to the court concerning this matter. Nick, why did Edgeworth? Who knows? He probably realized she did it too. But wasn't he the one that said he always gets a guilty verdict? After all that. Edgeworth. Maybe Edgeworth's kind of bro. Appreciate the honesty for once, right? Alright, after finding the body, I was with Silent Oldbag, the security lady, when we found the body. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. The security lady, Oldbag, was quite agitated, pointing at Powers, saying he did it. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. Then I went home. I see no issues raised by this testimony. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination? Okay, Nick, we're close, real close. She may be acting tough now, but if you put her on the spot, she's sure to falter. You're right, she didn't have the script. It was at the scene. Find the key you need and twist the truth out of her, Nick. Right. Cross-examination. Yeah, she couldn't find it. We had to go find it. After finding the body, I was with Silent Oldbag, the security lady, when we found the body. Hold it! You weren't, because she hadn't been to Studio 1 where the body was found until we gave her the key card. What time was that? We were to meet at 5 o'clock for the rehearsal, so I'd say it was then. When exactly did you and Mr. Manila arrive at the studio? About 10 minutes before. I wasn't stuffing any bodies into costumes, mind you. Where were the other employees when you got to the studio? They weren't there yet. Well, then you could have put Hammer in that costume with Salmonella's help. Oh? What did I just say? Did I not just say I wasn't stuffing any bodies into any costumes? You should try to listen to what people are saying, boy. Boy? The witness will continue her testimony. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. So Penny was there. Mr. Powers was taking a nap, correct? So he says. Did no one go to call him? Remember. Remember what? There was a dead body lying in front of us, yet you expect me to be calm? You certainly seemed calm enough when I accused you of murder. Wait a second. Wouldn't that be the other way around? The other way around? You discovered a murdered body and one person was missing, right? Wouldn't you normally go looking for the missing person? Have to agree with the defense on this one. Well, Miss Vasquez? Logically speaking, perhaps, but no one there was thinking very logically, I assure you. Also, without his Steel Samurai costume, Powers doesn't really stand out. We often left him on the bus when shooting at location. No one noticed he was missing. Oh my god. Okay. Poor Powers. Well, I suppose that explains that. Very well, Miss Vasquez. You may continue. I immediately called the police. Then Powers showed up. Hold it.
I know the three nail police.
What was everyone else doing at the time? No one said a thing. It was silent. Completely silent. So we stood there until Powers finally arrived on the scene. Sorry, I'm late. Then, silence. Dead silence.
Down on the ground with
Oh. Get your ellipses ready. Silence. Hey, Nick. Why is everyone so quiet? Someone should do something to lighten things up. The security lady, Oldbag, was quite agitated, pointing at Powers, saying he did it. Hold it. Oldbag, the security lady. Why did the security lady think Powers had done it? She said because she saw him going toward the studio. Right, the Steel Samurai. Press harder. Did the detective arrest Mr. Powers based solely on the security lady's word? Perhaps not. She seems to have also given the detective that photograph. Of course, I heard all this after the fact. That photograph, meaning the one taken by the security camera. She's not known for exhibiting the best sense of judgment when it comes to Hammer. I don't think there's anything in there I can use. Asked to be left out of the proceedings. Why? You asked to be left out? Yes. It seems that everyone else was questioned, and I'm really not fond of that sort of thing. But you can't just decide who the police will and won't question. Thankfully, the studio thinks otherwise. What? Okay. They were nice enough to understand that since we were in a meeting, there was no way we could have been involved. Thus, they covered for us. Covered for you, or covered it up for you. There must have been a lot writing on it with all those bigwigs at the meeting. I'm sure her professionals helped convince everyone they didn't require questioning. Went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. We press here. This is a real hold it. Hold it! The script and your direction notes? Yes, they're quite valuable. It wouldn't do to have them stolen.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Uptime is wrong because OBS is a little bitch. Yeah, my stream crashed like 3 times, but that's okay. I've been streaming since like 3:30 p.m. Pacific. It's now 10:30 p.m. Okay, let's see. So she's talking about her script. She says they're quite valuable. It wouldn't do to have them stolen. No, I guess not. Press harder? Wait a second. I thought you came to Studio One for a rehearsal. Why didn't you bring your script and notes? Well, I was under the impression that we wouldn't be able to rehearse anything. Why? There was a murder after all. Who could think of rehearsing after that? Yeah, but you already didn't bring it with you. Oh yeah, I guess. Very well. Miss Vasquez, please continue. Objection! Why is Edgeworth helping us with this? Hold on. I have an objection to the witness's last statement. Huh? Think! Miss Vasquez said she didn't bring the script because there wouldn't be a rehearsal. That's what I just fucking said. Don't you see what that means? She would have had to know about the murder before going to Studio One. I literally just said that. She already didn't have the script before she found out there was a murder. Okay. All right. Seems like you already knew something. I mean, he's always getting a guilty verdict, even if it means it's not WP, for real. She says, oh, damn. Okay, all right. He says order, all that shit. Mr. Edgeworth, what you have just said is a reasonable observation. However, I find it hard to understand why the prosecution would make such a move. Or are you thinking of a career change to defense? I think he's just trying to put away the actual killer, okay? I'm pretty sure. Oh no, we're gonna... Okay, I can't turn that off. I appreciate the concern, Your Honor. I will stand by my statement, however. I feel like I can't hear any music right now. I need to just change to something else. Okay, this works. I will stand by my statement, however, regardless of how the court sees my role here. Now, Miss Vasquez, do you have an explanation? I can't believe Edgeworth is helping me. Humph. So the prosecution is in cahoots with the defense? What kind of court is this? No matter. I think you misunderstood me. I had a perfectly good reason to believe there would be no rehearsal. Very well. The witness will change her testimony to reflect this reason. I knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action scenes, so I left them behind. Yeah, no. No. I think it was just a quiet song. I don't know. It was a weird one. How did you know about the injury? How did I know? Sal. He told me. Sal, the director. You have to find something to peg this on her here, or everything we've done till now will have been wasted. I believe in you, Nick. Go get him. I was with Sal and Old Bag, the security lady, when we found the body. You weren't, but I have no way to prove that. I have no way to prove that I gave Old Bag that key card to get to Studio One so she could finally go see the place where he died, because she said that she hadn't seen it yet. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. The security lady Oldbag was quite agitated, pointing at Powers saying he did it. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. I knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action scenes, so I left them behind. Did I already press this? How'd you know about the injury? Sal? Oh yeah, I did already press this. Okay. We're gonna just press everything again, I guess. She did backpedal on it. All right, let's see. What time was that? We were to meet at 5. I'd say it was then. When exactly did you and Mr. Miller arrive at the studio? About 10 minutes before. I wasn't stuffing any bodies into costumes, mind you. I think I'll back off of this one. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. I just feel like I'm not pressing anything new. Mr. Powers was taking a nap, correct? So he says. Did no one go to call him? Remember what? There was a dead body lying in front of us, yet you expect me to be calm. You certainly seemed calm enough when I accused you of murder. Like, none of this is new information. Do I need to present something? Do I present the script? The security photo? What do you mean?
Present something, but not the script.
This?
Present that, but not on the statement.
I'm confused. It's gonna run an ad in 3 minutes. I'm gonna just run it now while I'm confused, and I won't do anything until the ad's over.
Thank you.
This was Sal and Oldbag when we found the body. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. Immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. The security lady Oldbag was quite agitated, pointing at Powers, saying he did it. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. I knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action scenes, so I left them behind. And I'm supposed to present something at one of these? You said it was that picture, but not on the one. Is it this one? Let's press and see. Oldbag, the security lady. Why did the security lady think Powers had done it? She said because she saw him going towards the studio. Right, the Steel Samurai. Did the detective arrest Mr. Powers based solely on the security lady's word? Perhaps not. She seems to have also given the detective that photograph. Of course, I heard all this after the fact. That photograph being the one taken by the security camera. She's not known for exhibiting the best sense of judgment when it comes to Hammer. I don't think there's anything in there I can use. Well, is that where I'm supposed to present it, though? I'm really confused.
Presented on the last statement that changed.
that was the one I had it open on in the first place. That's fine. I'm really confused now. I'm just really tired at this point. I see that now. Okay. This picture?
Yes.
He's dragging one leg. I guess we'll do this. Objection. You knew that Hammer was injured. Don't you think that's a little funny? I mean, it was the Steel Samurai who was injured. It was Will Powers. Oh. Wait, what? I have to explain myself, and I don't even know what I'm talking about. Mr. Hammer is dragging his leg in this photo, but that's because he was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Okay, no, that makes sense. Pretending. One person was injured in the run-through that morning. That person was Mr. Powers, not Mr. Hammer. Now, why did you think it was Mr. Hammer who was injured? Oh, she said the wrong fucking name. She said the wrong name about who was injured. I didn't even notice that. Oh, damn! I already said it was Sal who told me. That's right. He must have gotten it wrong. These guys' names are all jumbled, right? I'm confusing them personally, so... I think not. Mr. Manila was at the run-through that morning. He would have known it was Mr. Powers who was injured. He saw it happen. Why would he tell you the wrong person? Miss Vasquez, you saw Hammer limping. Actually, you didn't hear anything from Mr. Manila. You saw Mr. Hammer limping with your own eyes. Yes, but wasn't it Mr. Powers who was injured? Yes, but remember, Mr. Hammer was dragging his leg too. He was trying to make it seem like he was the other guy. He was pretending to be Mr. Powers. And when was he doing this? Well, it would have to have been after he put on the Steel Samurai costume and went to Studio 2, where he was murdered. Exactly. Miss Vasquez, you met him, didn't you? You saw the Steel Samurai limping. And Mr. Hammer was in that Steel Samurai suit. That's why you were confused. That's why you thought it was Mr. Hammer who had been injured that morning. Oh, damn! Order, order, order. Witness, can you refute this claim? Humph. Yeah, let's see you sneak out of this one, Vasquez. Very well. I have a question for you. Why are the real killers always so persistent? Why in the world would I want Mr. Hammer dead? Yes, he'd fallen on hard times, but he was a star. I had nothing to gain from his death. Nothing. Yes, you would need a motive. Why would she have killed the victim? Because she thought it was the other guy? If there's a reason, it is unclear to this court. Does the defense have anything to say on the matter? In other words, can you prove she had a motive? Well, I'm gonna have to prove it. Okay, I have proof, and I'll show it to you. I present to the court evidence as to Miss Vasquez's motive in this murder. It's not these. Something involving this? We already used this, though. Oh, we don't have the script anymore. Anyway. because we gave it back to her. I feel like it has something to do with this. You did use the security photo several times, so maybe you can repeat. That's true. That's true. Okay. I'm gonna try it. This is my proof. This is the photo from before. This photo reveals the motive in this murder. I'm right, aren't I, Miss Vasquez? Humph. She likes to say that when I'm right. 5 years ago, Mr. Hammer was at the height of his fame. With Dee Vasquez's help, a terrible accident was swept under the carpet. Ladies and gentlemen, the case currently up for trial, it began on that day, 5 years ago. Ironically enough, that accident precipitated Mr. Hammer's fall. His fall from stardom! His guilt weighed him down, no doubt. However, you, Dee Vasquez, used Mr. Hammer. You made him work for you for petty change. Humph. Bringing us to the present day, and Mr. Hammer's last role as the evil magistrate. Yes, undoubtedly it was a constant source of shame for the ex-star. One moment, Mr. Wright. We're talking about motives here, yet you have only talked about Mr. Hammer. It almost seems as if it was Mr. Hammer who had killed Dee Vasquez, not the other way around. What motive would Miss Vasquez have? Yes, that's right. According to what you say, I would have had no reason to kill Hammer. He was a good source of income for me. And I never get rid of useful men. It's a policy of mine. Mr. Wright, please explain Miss Vasquez's motive for murder. I think she thought it was the other guy, but I don't know. You have no motive? Is she just a gross person? Was it self-defense? Did he kill himself in shame to try and frame her? I'm so confused now. Yeah, I am really tired and I don't know what I could use as a motive. Seal, what do I do here?
It says select reveal evidence, and then she had no motive.
Huh. Okay, let's reveal evidence. Allow me to present the core evidence proving Ms. Vasquez's motive. What do you mean?
I guess try to present the picture again.
This one?
Yeah. I thought it's just say she had.
I pressed the wrong button. This is my proof. I feel like he's saying the same thing. This tells us why Mr. Vasquez wanted to kill Mr. Hammer. I'd say all it proves is that the defense attorney has completely lost his marbles. Irk. Mr. Wright, the court requests that you find your marbles immediately, and I'm afraid I have to penalize you. What?
Okay, that's fine. Just she didn't.
She had no motive, I guess. She had no motive, Your Honor. What's that now? It was Mr. Hammer who was out for blood. All Miss Vasquez did was push him off the stairs in self-defense. Okay. All right. What's that now? It's simple. Mr. Hammer was intending to kill Miss Vasquez. Oh, damn. What? What? Your Honor. Jack Hammer drugged Mr. Powers with sleeping pills. Jack Hammer snuck into the dressing room and stole the steel samurai costume. Jack Hammer wore the costume to fool the security lady into thinking he was Powers. Then, Jack Hammer made his way to the trailer. And for what purpose, you ask? To kill D. Vasquez, who had so cruelly taken advantage of him all those years. He was done. He was fed up. Oh no! Her face! We cracked the code. We figured it out. So you did do it, didn't you? Yes. I am guilty. It was me. Someone call an ambulance, but not for me. There's blood everywhere. We're too late. Ah, Miss Vasquez. What happened here? Manuel fell from the trailer stairs. Manuel. Miss Vasquez, please try to remain calm. No, how could this? It was an accident. Mr. Hammer was doing an action scene and... No, Manuel. Don't touch him. Miss Vasquez. No. Please don't die. Please. Oh, shit. Congratulations, Mr. Wright. I lose again. Mr. Edgeworth, where's D. Vasquez? In the waiting lobby, Your Honor, as calm and collected as ever. I see. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. It appears you have brought about yet another miracle. I thank you, Your Honor. I think not, Your Honor. Will Powers was innocent. That he should be found so is only natural, not a miracle. Yes, you're right. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, not guilty! Woo! Confetti rains in the courtroom. That is all. This court is adjourned. We in the lobby now. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. I'm just glad you're okay. Yes, but it's sad. I know now that Mr. Hammer stole my costume. It's bad enough that he wanted to kill Miss Vasquez, but to think that he tried to frame me for the murder, it makes me sad. Tell me why, Mr. Wright. Huh? Tell me. Why did Mr. Hammer want to blame me?
Show evidence.
I was going to say, is there evidence for this? Well, this is what I think. Mr. Hammer wanted to put the blame on you because... I don't know.
It says to do Powers photo. Show it actually.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay. It's because you were the Steel Samurai. Because I was the Steel Samurai? Mr. Hammer was a big star once, but he was reduced to acting in a kids' show, and as the villain to boot. The kids loved the Steel Samurai, and so he hated you. I think I understand. He could have just told me. I would have changed places with him anytime. I think you're missing the point. Thank you. I'm just glad it's all over. So am I. So am I. Congratulations, WP. Oh, heh, thanks to you, I'll be able to don the Steel Samurai outfit once more. I can't wait to get back into that sweaty costume and... Is something wrong? No, of course not. Ah! Nick Edgeworth. Say something, right? I'm not good at small talk. Huh? What? That was too bad, Edgeworth. You don't waste any time gloating, do you? No, I really want to thank you. Vasquez would have gotten away if you hadn't stepped in. And, pleased to meet you. I'm Powers. Edgeworth. I'm a big fan of your work, Mr. Powers. Liar! Now kiss. Right. I must say, I hadn't expected to meet you again after all these years. After all these years? Since you kissed? Meet again? However, in retrospect, it would have been better had we not met. Thanks to you, I am saddled with unnecessary feelings. Unnecessary feelings? Yes, unease and uncertainty. Because you love me? Aren't those kind of necessary? They only serve to get in my way. You listen to me, Phoenix Wright. Don't ever show your face in front of me again. That's what I came here to tell you. Okay. Mr. Wright? Was that guy your friend? What? Friends? As if. They're rivals. Rivals! Right, Nick? For now we are, I guess. Huh? Why do I get the feeling I'm missing something? Come on, Nick, tell me. What's the deal with you and Edgeworth? And so the curtain closed on another trial. I caused quite a stir by revealing that accident from 5 years ago. It was the talk of the town. Thankfully, Global Studios rethought its programming change. They went back to making kids shows again. I don't think they ever stopped. Is Pink Princess really happening? Oh my god. Nick! This is it! The new show starts today! You're gonna watch it with me, right? I'll admit I was kinda surprised. I didn't think they'd seriously go through with it. You have to buy trading cards too, okay? We have to trade with Cody and that assistant. Fine, I'll do it. Isn't it great that WP gets to play the lead again? I wonder if they'll show his real face this time. I don't know. I don't think the world is ready for the real Will Powers. Why? Because he looks like a werewolf? The end. We did it! Woo! Episode 4 has been added.